my number one guy too. Entering our Week 7 game of the week, on paper, things were all in Susquehanna Valley's favor. A 5-1 record and outscoring opponents by 113 points. Norwich, on the other hand, 4-3 and a plus 26 point differential. But on paper, doesn't win you a game. You have to actually play it. Our game of the week brought to you by Nips Visions, Shortline Coach USA, Maravido Mayhoods, and Matthews. Purple Tornado looking to take control of the division against the Sabres first quarter. First play from scrimmage, and Cole Riffenberg keeps it off the option and gains 20 yards. But the play is stalled due to lots of yellow towels on the turf. Next drive for SV, Marquise Jackson with the carry and gets all the way down to the 12-yard line. 89 yards rushing in the game. 2 plays later, it's Dave Matthews keeping it, carrying it in from 10 yards with a dive at the end. And it's 8-0 lead after the 2-point conversion. Some defense from the blue and gold on Norwich's next possession. Riffenberg drops back to pass, but check out the one-handed INT. That's Jake Hawley on that top play nominee. And on the last play of the quarter, 2nd and 7, Lane Zembeck going aerial, hurdling the defender and gets into the Purple Tornado territory to start the second. So it was 8-0 after 1, and early in the second, Zembeck, using his legs for the points, converts the 28-yard field goal. You don't see much of that in Section 4, and it's an 11-0 lead. But Michale Oralls helps his own cause and gets his team in the red zone the next time out. The big back takes a pack of Sabres down to the 30-yard line for a first down. So then on 4th and 3, the Purple Tornado decide we're going to kick it, and Zan Stewart converts from 32 out. Again, you don't see much of that in Section 4. 17-3, and right before the half, 3rd down and long, Dave Matthews to his favorite target, Jack Lamantian. He's gone into the end zone. That one makes it 17-3, but the Purple Tornado come all the way back. Oralls, a big second half, 116 yards and 2 scores as they win it 20-17 thanks to a field goal in OT. Donnie is on the phone with that head coach.
Amazing comeback win yesterday, down 14 at the half. Talk a little bit about what you guys did to be able to pull off that win in overtime.
I think the one thing is we wanted to stay the course. I think at halftime we made some minor adjustments defensively because of some things they were hurting us with off tackle. And then offensively we knew that we just needed to execute a little bit better, stay on our blocks just a little bit longer. And we have a great group of kids this year that really buy into what we're doing in our system. And once we made those necessary adjustments, they came out and executed it as good as they possibly could. And we were able to get back in the game and eventually take the lead in overtime.
Now, Michale Oralls, a huge game in the second half. Talk about what he's been meaning to this program this year, and especially that second half of tying up the game.
Michale Oralls has been a 3-year starter for us at Norwich, and he's our workhorse. He also knows that our front five up front do a great job of opening holes for them, and when they stay on their blocks, the more success he has. And he'd be the first one to tell you that he owes a lot of what he does to those front 5 guys up front. But at the same time, he runs every play like it's his last. And I've never seen a guy, try to get that extra yard like Mike does. And because he runs harder, it makes the guys up front want to block more for him.
And you guys are now 4-3. What has been the difference? Because you guys had a tough schedule in the beginning, facing very tough teams. What's been the difference to get over the hump and keep this streak going?
Everybody on the team, knew our first 3 games. First 3 weeks were going to be tough, and we said right from the start of the season that we wanted to improve each week, and our goals were simple. We wanted to win the division and get better each week, and then hit sectionals, hitting the ground running. And so far, we're on the path to that, but we also know that we can't overlook anybody. We got a tough rivalry game next week against Oneonta, and the kids know we'll be prepared for that.
And yeah, go a little bit more about that. What do you think you need to do against Oneonta, or what success do you need to keep moving on as you guys go into your next game in Week 8?
Just keep getting better. Work hard in practice. Don't take anything for granted. We've kind of preached, play every down as if it's your last, because you never know. And being at a rivalry week next week against Oneonta, our kids will be ready to go. They'll be amped up. It's always an exciting game. Throw the records out for a rivalry game, and anything can happen, and our kids know that, and we'll prepare as if, we're playing Oneonta.
And the last thing, it was senior night yesterday. So what did it mean to the seniors and to the program, getting that huge win on a big night for you guys?
I think the big thing for the seniors, with it being senior night, is they didn't want it to be their last home game. And they bought into that, and the team bought into that. And we wanted to give the seniors another home game, and we're one game away from giving them that extra home game that they want. And they've worked hard for for the last 3 years, 3 years.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate the interview. Next, we have the fastest offense in the Southern Tier. No Huddle, coming up after the break.